Great game by Baker Mayfield. We just witnessed. He had like one day and he won, and it was incredible. And props to him, right? He did a great job. But Raider Nation, I want to talk to you guys right now. This is directly to you, Raider Nation. Keep your heads up, guys. It's okay. You guys tried. You guys did your best. All right. You got beat by a great quarterback. It happened. This is your owner right here. This is his haircut. This is the best you can do when your owner has a haircut like this. Okay? It's not your fault. Your quarterback cries. He cries a lot because he cares. I mean, we're looking at the next Russell Wilson here. Okay? You guys got unlucky with your draft picks. And you gave the game away to Baker Mayfield and let him win. So congratulations, Raider Nation. I grew up with a lot of Raider fans. You guys are the most annoying fan base. More annoying than Cowboys fans. People just don't realize it. But I got to also, I'm just joking. I got to also give it up to Raider fans. You guys are real. You guys support your team no matter what. So just being serious. So, props to you guys for that. Thick and thin. You guys always showing up, always supporting. Oh man. But wow, you guys really blew that game. You guys' defense sucks. And I think the defense really starts with this meme here. You see, this is a meme with a Raider fan reacting to Mayock and Gruden drafting defensive end Cleveland Farrell, 4th overall. None of these draft picks panned out. By the way, some people were picking Josh Jacobs to get 100 yards. I think he just hit 99. When does McDaniels get fired? I think it's not about that. I think it's like dead money. I think they already paid him. So it's like, so the term, it's not dead money. That's the wrong term, but you guys get what I mean. When I hear these things, just stop paying attention to it. But essentially, like, they're keeping him because they already paid for him. Like when you rent a hotel room for 2 days, it's already paid for and you don't need it. You're like, I might as well, spend the extra night. You see what I mean? That's what Coach McDaniels, that's what Josh McDaniels is right now. He's like, you already paid for it. Like, so that's why they're keeping him. So if he wanted his way, he'd go back to calling plays for the Patriots, but they can't do it. Why? Because Raiders continue to make dumb decisions all across. It's not that they just make dumb decisions on defense. They just make dumb decisions throughout. Their defense is horrible. This incredible Baker, like, he looked great. There's no doubt about it. It was incredible. But let's really not forget how bad the Raiders defense is. They really got nothing. Chandler Jones came back from the dead the last 2 games. But when I say that, I don't mean it like a phrase. I really mean like he was basically dead and now he's not dead. I'm not saying he's a great player now. But really, like, what do you got on defense? Chandler Jones and Max Crosby. Are there any other good players on the Raiders? And it's not just about players. You can have players on paper like the Chargers. Their defense always sucks. So it's like their defense just really, really, really sucks. This team, you're going to have to hit the eject button, the reject button, the reset button on this stupid Raiders team. It's God awful. And it starts from the top. You got to get a freaking haircut, bro. What is this? How do you fix this? How do we fix this? How do we fix this haircut? I'm about to have this guy on the show. I'm about to have Mr. Davis on the show and my barber, and we'll figure this out. And it's going to be a 3-part series, though, because I already talked to my barber about this, and he said he's not going to be able to fix this in one session. Yeah, Devontae Adams had that one big catch, so that helped out us Devontae Adams fantasy owners. Man, if he didn't have that big catch in the beginning, that his points would be shattered. I don't even know what happened here. But it really goes to, I think this game really shows what the Raiders are about. This is what the Raiders are about. They're terrible. Chandler says, I don't even know where to start on this game. I know exactly where to start. Just mass posting Raider memes. Hey, Couch, who we picking from the Hawks? I'm a Ken Walker owner. So what's going to happen with the Seahawks is you're going to, me or you, like whichever running back we pick will be the wrong one. So as of right now, people are picking Tony Jones. That's why I don't touch this. DJ Dallas, Ken Walker, Tony Jones, and then Travis Homer. I'm not touching this because our guess is going to be wrong. So unless you have a deep bench, this isn't a game that I want to play. The Seahawks running back room. It's not. We're going to guess wrong. It's a messy situation. So I wouldn't be guessing right now. Now tomorrow is Friday. It's almost Friday basically for a lot of us. People listening, it's probably Friday. So Friday we'll have the practice participation now. Now Friday we might have a better idea what's going on with the Seahawks running back situation, but I don't think we will. I still think we're going to be guessing wrong on that. Ken Walker, he might just miss 1 week. Just hope he misses just 1 week. Then he might miss just 1 week. 1 week is very realistic. Now, if you have a deep bench like Chandler over here, he said he picked all three. You can't get it wrong that way. Yes, you can get it wrong actually, because what do we know? What do we know, guys? Number one, all Seahawks running backs are very injury prone. They're cursed at that position. They're always injured. So there's that. Number two, it could be a committee. And so you just wasted 3 roster spots on 3 running backs that's going to get 7.9 fantasy points each. So it could be a committee. I mean, there's 3 guys on the Seahawks I like right now. Number 1 is Geno Smith. Number 2, Lockett. Number 3, DK Metcalf. I don't trust anybody else. Seahawks defense, not a horrible, desperate, deep league start. They're going against the Panthers this week. Thoughts on Christian Watson in the upcoming weeks? Any chance he keeps up this wild production? I didn't think he would. Not really my opinion necessarily. I was just more so saying that when we see things like this, it's not going to probably work out. I didn't tell anybody to make any moves off of this or whatnot. But I was wrong about that. And he has been doing it. And I mean, I can't think of a reason why he wouldn't. He looks sexy. He looks really sexy. You see him take that handoff, guys. 20 miles an hour plus flying through the air. I mean, this guy looks crazy. I'm looking at the Packers schedule. They face the Rams. They suck. Then they face the Dolphins and the Vikings. Yeah, I can't see a reason why we're benching Christian Watson or saying he's not going to keep up this production. He looks great. I love that I drafted him in Dynasty. I love that we drafted him in the Throne League and we didn't drop him. Wow. That was crazy. We didn't drop Christian Watson. I know a lot of people had to drop Christian Watson in redraft because of limited bench space. You can't wait 9 weeks for a player to break out. Sup, I'm pretty much eliminated from fantasy playoffs. Well, We were just talking trash about the Raiders for the first 10 minutes of the show. So you tuned in right when we started talking about fantasy, but this was a pretty tough Raider hate segment. Oh, what can I say? I didn't want you to draft Cam Akers, man. I didn't suggest that. Get her done. What's up? Yeah, we're starting Donovan Peoples Jones and we're benching Josh Palmer. That is correct, my friend. We're rolling with DPJ. The DPJ. Yeah, so the Christian Watson, he's on bye this week. Week 15 Rams, week 16 Dolphins, week 17 Vikings. Why not? And for those minority listeners that are in leagues that play week 18, oh, gross. Don't ever do that. They face the Lions. So why not? You know what? With DPJ, you don't need Deshaun Watson to show up big time. You just need him to be okay. We've seen that. Devontae Adams, we don't necessarily need Carr to show up. Amon-Ra, we don't necessarily need Goff to show up, right? These I'm giving examples that are actually happening, right? Mahomes shows up. That doesn't mean that Juju shows up, right? So it's not he just needs to like technically show up. He just needs to not play like he did last week. Last week was a disaster. Oh my god. I mean, he looked like one of the worst quarterbacks last week, like the worst quarterback last week. He just has to play decent. He just needs to put up at least a mediocre to average performance. The word mediocre sounds bad, right? But average doesn't. Average sounds average. Average is average, and mediocre is below average. But doesn't mediocre mean average? It just has a more negative connotation. Oh, he said, I am pretty much eliminated from fantasy playoffs. So you need like a couple teams to lose and you need to put up a ton of fantasy points and win. I got you. Well, there's always a chance. So delete this comment here and think positive. You can do it, man. You got to always believe because there's nothing. Look, it's always better to have a chance than to not have a chance. I'm eliminated from half my leagues, not a good feeling in those leagues. You have a chance, and all I ever ask for in life and in fantasy is a chance. Just give me a chance. Let me stay alive. It's better to be alive than to be dead and eliminated from the fantasy playoffs. Naaman says, last question. Don't worry, man. No one's really asking questions, so I got you. We can just it could just be the name and question show. Last question, Couch. Conklin or Fant? PPR. Now, the reason why I would consider Fant, other than I'm kind of on the Noah Fant hype train, is because of the running back situation. They may not have a lot of, the running back's always good with Rashad Penny, Ken Walker, before that, Chris Carson. Like they always had like this solid running back they can rely on and just they want to give him the ball. They want the running back featured on this offense, but they might not have that guy. So they may need to throw it to other guys. They may have to use Noah Fant, who is pretty good. But I'm going to go with Conklin. I think the targets are going to be there. Not a great matchup. I think the game script is there. The Jets will be playing from behind for sure. As far as the Seahawks, they won't be playing from behind against the Panthers. So I'm gonna go Conklin. If you can, if you can get another tight end like Gerald Everett or better, Gerald Everett, maybe um Njoku. I think that's about it. Greg Dulcich. Of course, I already know you don't have Greg Dulcich, otherwise you wouldn't be asking this. So hopefully, if you have Greg Dulcich, you're in great hands if you can go get him. But I know you can't. Just wanted to make that clear. How did the Couch League playoffs go for the 96 team tournament? Um, just check the pinned messages. It's all there. All you really need to know, laser focus on right now. Oh, how did the playoffs? So number one, um, the main thing you got to know, which actually now that I'm reading this again, I don't read well. You probably already know this. So then I have a 96 team Patreon tournament that I'm running. I'm eliminated from that. Actually had a pretty good team, but no quarterback, and Cooper Cup got injured. So you got to finish first place in your league to make playoffs. 8 teams make playoff. There's 8 leagues, 12 teams each, 12 team, 8 12 team leagues. You got to finish first place by the end of week 14. So by the end of this week, you got to be in first place. Then the 8 teams face off. I'll give you a last chance to go add anybody from waivers. Waivers will lock. Once week 15 kicks off, waivers will be locked. You will not be able to pick up anybody. That's why it's a deep bench. So you got to make moves, be strategic. If you need to pick up an extra quarterback, you need to pick up an extra defense, do whatever you got to do. But it's a really deep bench, so you're able to do that. And then I just post screenshots of who you're facing. I'll even invite you in the other league so you can see the other team. Just full transparency. You can see the other team. You can do this, you could do that. You're good to go. I'm tied for first right now. All right, man. Well, hopefully you get that win. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty, if you guys are listening and watching this right now and you're not in the tournament, I highly recommend you get in next year. And I'm not, just make it clear, I'm not asking because I need to fill it up, like I get more money or anything. Like it fills up every year. I have no issues filling it up. It's just a lot of fun. It's crazy. It's a good mix between a normal 12 team league and one of those huge tournaments that seems nearly impossible to win. So you got over a 1% chance to win. It's only $10 and you can win $1,000. It's mathematically worth it to do. I didn't want to say investment. That's not the right word, but that's what they say. Like once the lottery reaches like over 400 million, it's mathematically a good investment, whatever the heck. You know what I mean? You only put in $10, right? 96 people in the tournament. So it's a no-brainer to play. It's a lot of fun. Top 3 get paid. If you make playoffs, you win a hoodie. So the way I make money off of it is people keep their Patreon membership for more than a month. Most of them do. Some people keep it lifetime. Some people switch over to the lower tier, but people continue to support. So that's how I'm able to do it. This year, it's a free hoodie. You get a free hoodie. They stepped it up because so many people have been supporting. It's a free hoodie, and a lot of people have already got a t-shirt. So not a lot of people have got the hoodie yet. Let me switch. I love the hoodies, by the way. It's just merch, but it's decent quality. I like it a lot. So this year, yes, all 8 teams that make playoffs get a hoodie. Any hoodie of your choice. I really like, this is my favorite hoodie, is this the what's it called, color block hoodie. The color block hoodie is just, I don't know, it's just sick. It fits right, it looks right. I think it's really good quality. I love it. For merch, it's great quality. Currently in 4th place. Do you have a chance of winning and making playoffs? Looks like hoodies are $40. Yeah, everybody gets a hoodie that makes playoffs. We don't have word that Ken Walker's out, do we? We'll know tomorrow. If he doesn't practice tomorrow, he's out. Oh, you don't? Well, hey, you did really bad last year, Val, and I think coming in 4th place, and you may even come in 3rd, right? I think that's a good achievement on your own. Like I'm in the league every year. you guys know that it's very hard to win the league. Like, it's not easy. It's a very competitive. People try wild strategies in the Patreon tournament, and also people are very smart. So it's like it's hard to get the players you want. It's a good mix between like very competitive, smart players and also people that take risks. Because there's not like a ton of people that make like crazy, dumb, risky picks. It's just enough to where you have both. Like some people, like I remember one year, like a great example, someone drafted Mark Andrews over Kelsey, like stuff like that, which is just totally unheard of, just to get a Lamar Jackson stack or something like that. So yeah, man, it's a very fun league. I highly recommend you guys join next year. All you got to do is just follow me, and once I announce it, which will probably be in July, around that time, July, maybe even early August, something around there, roughly. Just got to be the $10 Patreon. Just got to join that membership, and you'll get in. But yeah, all right, if there's no more questions, just want to sum this up by saying Raiders suck. You guys are the most annoying people in my comments all the time. I still appreciate you guys. I get good engagement because of you guys. You guys don't know how to draft. You guys are undisciplined. All your players are either in jail or getting flagged. Your owner has the worst haircut, and you guys are just trash organization. You got an expensive toilet seat for a stadium. Um, it's bad. It's a terrible team from top to bottom, through in and through out, poop in and poop out, inhale and outhale the fart sauce. It's disgusting. He's probably gonna Donovan Knight's probably gonna split with Michael Carter. So it's nothing good. When Michael Carter is out, we love Zonovan Knight, but yeah, bro, he's probably gonna split, unfortunately. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. See you on the next one. Good luck this week. See you.